Hi, my name is Kelsey Colwell. We are on day 13 of our COVID quarantine, and we got test results in last night. To just recap a little bit, 13 days ago, our kids went into the doctor. 4 out of 5 of us were experiencing COVID symptoms. My daughter was diagnosed with pneumonia. We were asked to put ourselves on COVID quarantine. Well, the doctor put us on COVID quarantine protocols because there weren't enough tests. We weren't able to get tested. Fast forward a few days, my daughter landed in the ER. As her health kept digressing, my boys ended up in the pediatrician's office. They were digressing. Still not enough tests. And so we just kept following doctor's advice. We've continued to call, continued to stay connected with our pediatrician and healthcare providers. My daughter ended up in the ER again a week later. And we did a video about that yesterday. That was quite an experience. But a few days ago, let's see, I'm losing track of the days. I'm sorry. You can tell I'm so tired. I'm overwhelmed. We're making it happen one day at a time. See, I think today's Wednesday. So last Saturday, they opened up the first drive-through testing center in our area. So I called the hotline, told them our story, asked them if we qualified to go in to get screening. They highly recommended that we did go get screened. We went in. They screened all of us. Qualifications had continued to change. My 3 kids now qualified for testing, but because we still don't have a lot of tests, they only tested my daughter. So just one person per household. So we anticipated those tests would come back in 5 to 7 days is what they said. The new information for me during that drive-through experience was the nurse was very honest, and she said at this point, based on what you're going through, she's like, best case scenario is that they have COVID. She said, because we had to list all the medications that they had been on, she said, unfortunately, if they do not have COVID, your kids' lungs are weak and the medications they're on are also weakening their immune system at this point. So if they don't have it, you're going to need to have a very serious conversation with your pediatrician on what the long-term game plan is to keep them from getting something while they're in this weakened state. So definitely been thinking about that for the last several days. 2 days ago, we landed in the ER again. We did a video on that yesterday. That was stressful. My daughter has not gotten better yet. The last 24 hours, we've oscillated a little bit like, oh, we got a little more color back in the skin. Oh, crap, we're back to a really major breathing incident. Okay, she seems a little bit happy. Okay, now it's this kind of this like tightrope walk. Last night we got the call and her test results are in. And Syringa is COVID negative. So we don't have COVID. Well, like if she doesn't have it, probably none of us have it. She doesn't have it. And honestly, as a mom, I had 900 thoughts, 900 emotions. We called the pediatrician right away, started talking to them. They're working on an immediate short-term game plan for us because we're not seeing progress. Syringa's been on every medication that's even possible to give her from home at this point. And she's been sick for, we're going to be quarantined tomorrow for 2 weeks. So she's been sick for almost 3. They're also working on a long-term game plan for us and how Josh and I can protect ourselves so we're not bringing stuff home to them sick. I'm still kind of waiting to see what happens with my job. Am I headed into the office in the next few days? Am I going to be able to work from remote in the next few days? I don't know. I'm waiting to hear about all of that, just how my work is going to be able to handle things. I don't know. I don't have answers. I'm not going to lie too. I had the emotion of like, oh, we've been doing these COVID quarantine videos and now I have to tell everybody we don't have COVID. Yeah, we don't. How many other people out there don't have COVID and they're struggling? Just because she doesn't have COVID doesn't mean she's any less sick. No, she doesn't have the big gnarly named disease. And 13 days ago when we started this little video journal, my gosh, we never thought we'd walk out what we walked out. I don't have answers. I don't know. I'm just living this one day at a time. I'm just trying to be honest and transparent. In a weird way, we were hoping she was going to test positive. I know that sounds ridiculous, but now we're in this space where we have to protect her in an even weaker state than she is naturally from this thing. I don't know. I think I've said that like 90 times in this video already. I don't know. Don't have answers. It's a continually humbling experience. It's a continually confusing experience. Tomorrow we see the pediatrician again, and we try to lock in a new game plan for how to handle things in the moment, knowing that local ERs aren't an option for help for us. And if you want to know more about that, that's another video, as I'm too tired to recap those things again. I don't know. It's the theme today. One day at a time, one moment at a time, and I'll figure it out. I just want to say thank you to everybody who's praying for her, who's praying for our family. We so appreciate you. We so appreciate you. So this is the Caldwell family. We're on day 13. I cannot believe that tomorrow is 2 weeks. Oh my gosh. And we'll see what the doctor appointment tomorrow brings us.